I am a longtime iPhone user who's relatively new to Android, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I was invited to be a part of Team Pixel and received this, so thank you Google for sending me this gift. I do appreciate it. We're going to take a look what's inside, but first I want to say hello tech friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Craig. If you're into cool tech, you are in the right place. So, for the past month, my daily phone has been the Samsung S10. Coming from iOS, it has been a new learning experience with Android. But I do have to say, Android has some great features. So last month, I was excited to get an invite to Team Pixel. I've been curious about the Pixel phones for a couple of reasons. First, I wanted to try that pure Android experience as Google designed Android. Second, would be the camera in the Pixels. Google gets great reviews for their cameras. I mean, they're still using one camera and they're considered one of the best cameras on a phone. So in full disclosure, I did receive an email saying a welcome kit was on its way. I did take a look inside. It's pretty cool. So thanks again, Google. Let's open this thing up. On top, we have the hashtag Team Pixel logo, which is pretty cool. In the box, we do have some paper. This is the welcome to Team Pixel, thank you. And we have the try a month of Google Fi. We have a Team Pixel pop socket. We have a case in here for the Pixel 3a XL. Google bag, a little bit of branding bag there. And last we have the phone itself. This is the 3a XL in purplish. I'm actually excited about this color. When I saw it, I was hoping that was the color they were going to send to me. It is a different kind of color. I've always had a black, silver, or gray phone, so it's cool having a different color with me starting to use Android more. New OS, new color. And it looks like on the back you get the hashtag Team Pixel, and they've customized each of the pictures with the color of the phone. You got a couple of pull tabs here. Let's pull those off and take a look at the phone. There is the purplish. I don't know how well that reads on camera. Let's set the phone aside. In here we have the usual paperwork, SIM card. We have a transfer adapter. And what this is meant for, a USB-C to a USB-A. You plug in your cable from your other phone and transfer your data across. You have the USB-C cable in here. They've done USB-C on both sides. I do like that instead of USB-A to USB-C. 18-watt fast charger in here. There is no wireless charging for this phone. It is one of the compromises they made to hit the price point. Let's look at the phone itself. So in an unboxing, I guess I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be quiet and peel it. Okay, I did the peel. For those who like to hear that plastic come off, here's the purplish. It may look kind of white. It looks more purple than I thought it would. So it's cool, I like it. Got the green button on the side, volume rockers there. You have a headphone jack, which is a rare to have anymore. You have your SIM card right there. You have USB-C. I do appreciate the USB-C. I'd love for everything to be USB-C. You have your speaker right here because it is stereo sound. So you have one speaker here and you got your speaker on the bottom. The main Pixel 3 has two front firing speakers. You don't have that. You have your selfie camera right here. And you have your regular camera on the back. It feels nice. I haven't had a larger phone in a while. It kind of feels like the weight of the Samsung S10. It is a polycarbonate plastic. It doesn't have any metal on the side, so it doesn't necessarily have that premium feel that some of the flagship phones have. but it feels good. I like the larger screen. Let's turn this on. This is a 6-inch Full HD OLED screen, which is great because LCDs feel like a step backwards these days after you've been using OLED. That is a nice size screen. You'll see on the phone there is no notch like the Pixel 3 XL. There is kind of a big forehead and chin, as you would call it. The bezels aren't necessarily thin, but that's okay. It is a mid-range phone. The only configuration available is 64 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it uses a mid-tier Snapdragon 670 processor. There are definitely more spec'd out phones at this price point, but none of them are from Google and have that Pixel camera. This is the same Pixel camera as on the regular Pixels, but just a note, the Pixel 3a does not have the separate visual core processor that the Pixel 3 has. But you still get night sight, portrait mode, and you get the unlimited Google storage for all your photos. It only has one selfie camera on top, but what they did is instead of having a regular selfie camera and a wide, they split the difference and gave an 84-degree front-facing camera. So it falls right in the middle of those two cameras on the Pixel 3 XL. I'm excited to see these cameras in use since they are spoken of so well. Overall, my initial impressions of the phone after powering it up and looking at it is it feels good. It's a nice size phone. I mean, it feels like plastic. It's very lightweight. You have no wireless charging, some bigger bezels on it, but we gotta be realistic here. It is a mid-range phone. And if you're into all the crazy specs or you expect it to match a flagship phone that costs $1,000, you might be disappointed with this. But if you accept what it is and realize that anytime you hit this price point, there's sacrifices made. With some phones, you end up getting all these crazy specs, but then you end up with an LCD display and you end up with a bad camera. This, you got OLED, which is nice, especially after you used it. You get those deep blacks and the colors are better, more saturated, and you get the Pixel camera. I personally would rather have a great screen and a great camera. We'll see how this goes after we've used it for a bit. I am looking forward to seeing how this phone does and using the pure Android experience and seeing how this compares to some of the more flagship phones. I'm excited to check out Google Assistant more and learn more about it. You know, with this phone, you can call up Google Assistant by just giving it a little squeeze on the side and it'll bring it up. I can see this being a big hit for Google at its price point. This is a mid-tier phone and not a flagship phone. There's sacrifices that have been made, but they've kept something very important to users, a great camera. And they kept what looks like a good-looking screen, especially if you've used the OLED screens. It's great that this is still here. I'm gonna play with this phone some more and run it through its paces, do some side-by-sides with my S10 and with the iPhone. I'll take some pictures and I'll post them on Twitter and Instagram. So if you're not following me there, please do. And we'll see how this camera looks. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, or click that bell. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. There's also Amazon affiliate links in there too. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.